from the representative at the MMG Foundation, Madam Grace Rhoomes. She's going to talk about what's important. So now it's time for you to open your ears, okay? We are going to talk about the Legacy in Motion program, our training programs, the growth and the fundraising that we are doing. This is what you want to listen to because this is what is driving us. So without further ado, please welcome her very warmly, Madam Grace Rhoomes. Thank you so much. She's gorgeous. Clap for her, snap for her. Hey, I'm coming for you people. 10 minutes.
Okay, so I'm Grace. I'm part of the Mmgf team. I want to talk about the vocational training model, break it down a bit further. Please be interactive. Feel welcome to ask questions. I've had a lovely testimonial from a parent this evening who's talked about the impact it has had, the course has had on her son. So thank you. So the rationale, okay, the PowerPoint's not going up, it's okay. Trying out this evening, well done. So the Electricity Company of Ghana give accreditation to our electrical engineering component. So the exam success from our graduates mean they are awarded with the CEWP certification. So that's certificate, yes, thank you. So that's Certificate of Electrical Wiring Professionals. And that credential legally qualifies graduates to operate as licensed, safe, and accountable technicians across Ghana. We're actively seeking accreditation for our other pathways so that we align them under similar national regulatory frameworks. The second element is about supporting our young people. It's a student support program, and it's about supporting young people through their personal growth. So Africa is our anchor, and it's the center of everything we do in our training, particularly supporting the growth of our young people who are on the training. So we intentionally normalize Africa, being African. Nothing wrong with that. Disrupting and dismantling harmful stereotypes about our identity and heritage through rigorous African studies, experiential field trips, and partnerships with local and global enterprises, we reclaim our narrative, our truth. We examine our full history, predating and transcending the African Holocaust, to celebrate the monumental impact of African innovation worldwide. We're also supporting with critical thinking, solution-focused outcomes, and emotional resilience. We're instilling deep community accountability to each other, so that we recognize that what we do has an impact on all of us globally. We are not separate to each other. And then the life skills and autonomy, financial literacy, independent living. In this particular group, we've had 86% of young people that have relocated to our center in Kokrobite from across Ghana. And that means they've had to, thank you. So that means that we've had to find student accommodation for them because it's not a go and come daily thing to the training. And through that, they've had to learn budgeting and sharing and working out problems together. They're doing well. The third element, so it's wonderful when our students pass exams and get certification, but then what next? What we don't want is for our students to gain a qualification and then there's the risk of a return to unemployment. So what did we do about it? We set up an employment agency ourselves called Whirlwind Limited. You know, the student support program is motivating our young people to success, so mitigating the risk of a course failure, and Whirlwind is about mitigating the risk of a return to unemployment. Yeah. So we acknowledge that having a certificate validates knowledge and having reached the required level of practical competence, because that's the other thing about our course. It's an intensive 12-month program, and it's all practical. So we recognise that having a certificate says, yes, you've reached this required standard, and we do need that, but it doesn't guarantee immediate employment. So employment in real-life industries secures a future with the experience of real-life dynamics of consumer contact and working in a company. It builds skills, innovation, and professional experience. So we've now got this employment agency, but we need to work with companies to give our graduates work. And so fortunately, we have a partnership with Rhoomes, back there somewhere, who are really interested in our training and our graduate workforce. So we're now working with them to employ our MMG graduates in contracts. So thank you, Fifi, and your team. So this is the constant assessment and sort of anticipating what comes next, and so that we have this structured pathway from unemployment to self-sustainable futures, and the impact that it will have on the communities that they came from as well. Okay, where are we? Okay. So let me talk about some of the impact. So we're in towards the end of our fourth course. This is our trainee technicians that you see here today. So in 3 short years, really, we've got about 40 young people who've graduated. And so this sustainable model has taken shape. Yeah, I've said that already. Clear pathway from unemployment to self-sufficiency. What we have, so if we began in 2023, so we have 2 graduates from 2023 that are now teaching on our course. Each one teach one. In years 2024 and 2025, we had 100% success rate in our CEWP exams. So we're doing all right. And then, so our students are doing well. We've got whirlwinds that are now going to take them forward into contracts of work. For us, though, as a small organisation, so we're a small team in a small space with a small group of trainees, but we've done massive things in a very short space of time. And the fact that we've got 2 graduates that are coming and teaching and creating that level of success models good. It models what can really happen in a short space of time. So what do we need now? We need to grow. We've outgrown our renovated double garage. So by the end of this year, we'll have offered training to 60 young people. What we want to do now is to offer training to 60 young people in a year. And we can't do that in our renovated double garage, which we're really grateful for our early start, because we don't have the capacity. So we need that. So we need larger premises. We need partnerships with companies to support us. We're beginning that with a local company, Yentofier. We need a commitment to funders. So we are fortunate, again, that we've had KGL Foundation. They funded us they're still funding us, but from our seed stage to our current growth. We continue to need that level of commitment. So we are going to go back to KGL, but we're also working, looking at other ways to get funding also. Because Whirlwind will not only help to sustain our graduates, but it will also help to generate income for our organisation so that we too can become financially independent. Okay, so our target tonight, and that's not all we need, is $150,000. Yeah, that sounds all right. $150,000. It's not everything we want, but it will help for us to leap from 15 in a renovated double garage to new premises and to be able to teach 60 students a year. And that includes launching women-only courses, which we have been underrepresented in attracting over these 3 years, even 4 years, because there aren't any women in our current course. We have ways in which you can support us. You can support us financially. You can support a student for the full length of his training. You can donate your skills and your time and whatever else you can think. So join our mission. You know, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, is that the evidence is there. Our long-term vision is to have a centre of excellence, but I would say that excellence has already begun in what we've been able to achieve in a short space of time. We have to give thanks, obviously. You know what's good about Madam Naomi being the figurehead for vocational training is that typically, this is respect, guys, that typically it's, you know, the figureheads are often men in our history that have led vocational training programs. So it is good that we have a woman in our sister, Naomi Buchanan, that represents vocational training in Ghana and its successes. So gratitude to KTL Foundation, the continued support of which is deeply valued, and they've having played a vital role from our initial seed stage, the seed that was planted in 2023, through to the organisation's current position of growth. So we're calling on you to help us leap from the capacity that we have now so that we can train more young people. And of course, appreciation for our team at MMG Foundation, those that are there daily in the face-to-face work, our partners that are out in the community and virtually, well, you know, and however you've supported us. Nothing is too small, and consistency is important. I'm Grace. Thank you very much for listening.